just to fill everybody in that's listening, this podcast is going to be a little bit of everything: shit talking, to serious conversations like we are with Mike right now, to just another day at Tops, I guess. It's going to bounce around, so for sure people are going to have to wear earmuffs. Whoever don't want to hear Jesus and Craig cussing, but
yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
I'll try to watch.
You know how bad we are. Terrible.
Yeah, this.
I'm rather surprised to hear any cussing coming from our choir boy, Jesus.
Balance in everything, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay, welcome everybody to another episode of Top's Daily Grind. This is episode number 78. What is it?
8.
Yeah, 78. Whoa.
I forgot.
Whoa.
I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
You need to pump the brakes there, buddy.
I know, I got excited. And then I
believe it's 78.
Yeah, it's 78.
Disexcited. Disexcited? Unexcited.
Unexcited, yeah.
What's up? Anyway.
I'm just trying to think if there is a word for that.
Unexcited?
You gonna look for it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just making sure it was episode 78.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
is
78.
it?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to episode 78. This episode, kind of like the other ones, is brought to you by Tops Knives.
TDG 30 will save you 30% off. Anything regular price.
Go visit this website right here, and you'll get 30% off. Can you add it, please?
Oh.
Yeah. He'll add it in post.
I think that's going to be after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. Visit that website, and we have quite a bit of knives. Half of them are probably still on back order.
More than.
But if you can find one, get it. And,
we still got a lot.
We still
got a good
have
selection.
quite a bit. And if you can't find them on our website, there is a dealer locator that you can go. It's like right here somewhere.
Keep looking at it.
Anyway, there's a dealer locator, and a lot of our dealers do have our knives.
Yep, they're
even if we don't, because we're shipping it to them, and so.
What about the people listening on Spotify? What are they going to do?
People listening on Spotify, go to google.com and then type in Tops Knives, and it'll take you to our website. Or you can just go to topsknives.com. It shouldn't be too hard. There's a dealer locator down at the bottom left or right hand or center.
On a phone, it's at the bottom. On a desktop,
it's
at
the
the
top
Yeah.
right left corner or the center. It's there.
And let's not forget, when this episode comes out, the raffle's still going on.
The raffle should be still going on. So we have two separate raffles going on right now. One of them is a Prather War Bowie. It's the proceeds we're donating to a friend of Leo's that passed away. Well, to his family. He used to work here for.
He worked here for a couple months, 6 months,
as well.
But he's been in our family
since
years,
he was a kid. He was a little kid. Yeah. It was a very sad situation that happened there. And then the other raffle is for our 5K. So we're giving away 4 knives and a few other things, right?
Yeah. So there's multiple websites to check out.
Yep. So
topsdailygrind.com
is for the 5K.
Correct. And we're raffling off 4 knives there: a Steel Eagle, Trail Seeker, a Bob, and a custom shop knife.
Yep.
And probably some swag and some other things. And also sign up for the 5K if you're anywhere near the Idaho Falls area.
I'm not going to be able to be at that one because a school just sent me a flyer that they're going to do one on the 2nd.
Yeah, no. That's
you
can't do that. Be here. You can't do that. But anyway, so that's at topsdailygrind.com. And then topscustomshop.com is where the Prather War Boy one is. And it's only $20 a ticket. And you can buy as many tickets as you want.
Yep. There's not another knife like that one.
It is one of
customized.
Yeah, one of a kind.
It's do you know the people that helped out with that?
Yeah, so the blade was customized by DB Hemlock or Hunter Cutchin. We actually had him on the podcast a while back. The
episode it's going to be right
here.
There you go. We're really going to give Edgar a lot of work to do this time.
It's okay.
The sheath was customized by Dalton Brent from Tigart Valley Tactical, and
Craig's smart at these.
And then Leo buffed
I have a terrible memory.
Leo buffed the handles and kind of fixed everything up and just made sure it all.
That's the one I would remember.
Real nice.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
And it was donated by. Did you say who it was donated by?
It was donated by Michael Rowe.
Michael Rowe.
Is that the guy from Dirty Jobs?
No, I think it's Rowe. It's Rowe like the fish eggs, not like row your boat with an E at the end.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys caught it, but
I did swear.
yeah.
And you guys didn't even say nothing.
I did. We lasted the
Did
90
we make it the 90
seconds.
seconds?
I didn't want to cut them off.
Probably.
I didn't want to cut them off.
Man, I knew I should have taken that bet.
You should have met me. And
Yeah,
I did
but
it.
now that you've sworn,
just
I'm going to
because-
swear.
You didn't take
Why
the
you gonna-
bet. Just
Yeah.
because you didn't take the bet, yeah.
But 90 seconds, I had him like,
Yeah, the timer going. Yeah. Anyway, we didn't know if that's actually accurate. We're trying to beat the algorithm, you know?
Yeah. We're trying to figure out this
that-
YouTube
We
stuff.
take it to the man.
Yeah.
like take it to him.
No, like stick it to him.
Stick
Stick
it
to the
to
man.
him.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We're not going to take
I
him
sort
out.
of got it.
Yeah, stick it to him.
Either
Stick
way,
it to him. Anyway, yeah, and then the other website that you're going to check out is topsknives.com, which is our sponsor. So
and you can use TDG30 for 30% off.
Yep.
So bring it full circle. There you go.
full circle. There you
All
go.
right.
Thanks.
What are we talking about today?
You know, okay,
Leo's got a
subject.
topic.
There we
A
go.
subject. The subject I wanted to bring up, it's hiring people.
Okay.
These, goddamn, these. So there's a lot of like, can we say the name of these companies?
Probably not, but
so
we can.
okay, so
but
there's a lot of
hiring
companies.
agencies.
Yeah,
The online ones in
online
particular.
hiring agencies that you pay for. You do a certain amount of money per day so they can push your post. You could say. And so on some of these, it ain't cheap. On some, $5 to $10, depending on how much you want to spend or how much they want to push it. But the majority of the people, and we have people that we've hired there that have been good, but the majority of the people
Don't show up.
that come off of that,
They're just
you
prolonged.
get so out of 10, you get 2 people that show up.
Really?
Yeah.
9 of them answer, 8 of them answer. Oh, what time? Oh, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whenever works for you. And this time, whenever works for you, what time works for you? They'll give us the time. All right, we set a time. We're giving them that option. Don't show up. Don't call. Don't nothing.
Do you think it's like fake accounts that are just used to up their numbers?
No, because
So that
No.
you can
No, because we call these people.
and we talk to these.
We don't
people.
set up the interview through the
Oh, okay.
service.
Yeah,
we
no,
call
we
them
call
on the
them
phone.
and talk to them and like
Really?
over the phone.
Do you think they make that requirement now? You know how like
It is unemployment.
yeah.
This is them filling their requirement so that they can stay on unemployment.
So my question is, and, and like I said, how the fuck do you go back and like say, like it would be awesome to be able to go back to the unemployment and say, okay, Joe Dick, applied, never showed up,
Yeah.
kick his ass off, fucking.
Set an interview.
Joe Richards.
Set an interview and decided not to
Oh
show
no,
up
Dick,
for it.
Stephen Dick's cousin.
Oh shit! Well,
Yeah, yeah,
Dick is the last name.
that is.
We're not talking about phallus right now.
yeah.
Okay.
We're not
Anyway,
talking about
sorry.
that.
Yeah,
Of course
it's a
not.
name.
90 seconds.
Jesus, I passed it.
I know that's true.
We don't have to wait 90 seconds between each swear word. I don't know if we could pull that off.
If you're betting me
anyway,
$100, I probably could.
No.
You
I'd
should have
almost,
bet. You
I
should
would
have.
almost
There-
take you up
so-
on that bet.
So that website doesn't give you an option, like to report.
No, you
that
just
they're
you
not
just
showing
say
up or-
no show or but that's it. But then when we do another job posting, same people pop up. For example, one that did come yesterday. As soon as I seen him come in, no. And then the thing that sort of like hit it for me was, oh yeah, you guys. Well, I applied one time, and I did get
yeah,
I did get a call and set up, but so I had things going on, so I couldn't show up. I'm like, well,
Okay, no, thank you.
yeah. So right then and there, he answered himself.
Yeah, so just whenever I feel like showing up to work,
Yeah,
I
whenever
will.
I want to go to
There's
work,
a
then
reason
I will,
that dude's
but-
still unemployed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
see.
is definitely that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it sucks because people like that are ruining it for people who actually
who
are
actually
struggling.
do need a job.
Yeah.
There's some people like me before, when I first started looking for jobs, I was working here at Tops, but I wanted it full time. I wanted some full time. So I would go like to Express Services here in Idaho Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, they would send you, and I don't know if it's still on or not, but they would send you off to different places. And after 3 months, I think it was, and you stayed at this place, that place could hire you full time, which was cool. For me, it was like I try out different jobs, or you would go to one, and if it sucked or it was hard or whatever it was, you would tell the agency, and they would put you somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it didn't look bad on you. You know,
It just looked like they moved you
yeah,
somewhere
like
else.
okay, we needed them to go over here.
Yeah, because they wouldn't know the difference whether they moved you or you didn't like it.
Exactly. But that the agencies would sort of help you get something you like, get a career, get a path, get something that you like. They're the ones that got me certified, and I call it a never fucking
Doesn't expire.
doesn't expire because they didn't put an expiration date on the forklift driver. And they're the ones that got me certified for that. Mm-hmm. They never put they told me when I started, but never when I ended.
Did they put a name?
Everything you got you got a little license and everything.
I was gonna say if we could share it, because I did drive forklifts and I never got certified.
You're just choking me a little bit. You're good.
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to change now that they removed that help recently, right?
You can't say the word.
Hopefully.
The COVID.
You can't say that either.
They got
You can't spell it out. The disease.
The virus?
The virus. You
The
can say the
virus
virus, I
help?
The
think.
pandemic help.
OH.
You can't say that either.
God damn it! Really?
But do you
Because you get, you don't get pushed to as many people.
If you even use the word.
Yeah.
Really? But we're not even talking about in a positive or negative. Just
I don't know why, man.
if you just use the word,
Just use the word.
Well, it's too late.
The C word.
Okay.
Yeah.
That C word that's affecting everybody in the world right now. Maybe. So I think so. I told Craig, take it off. Let's rerun it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and let's see what happens.
It seems like maybe that'll have something to do with it, but not that much. Because really, we did not get. So what used to happen is we would get like 40 or 50 applicants. I don't think they were all actually people who applied. I think they were people that had some kind of automatic setting that said if some job fits all these parameters, automatically apply, whether that person was looking for a job or not. And so
They never turned it off or something.
I think that maybe they don't do that anymore, or maybe the way we wrote this job description didn't match some keywords or whatever. I'm not sure, but we got way fewer applicants, way fewer. The ones that we did get, we got a hold of all of them, but like 2.
But then again, the state average is really low too
And
for unemployment.
yeah, well, and that's the thing I was getting to is like way fewer applicants. The ones that we talked to are like, yeah, sure, I'll do an interview, and then don't show up, except for 2. And then, so I started looking like, I mean, are we just offering shit wages? Like, what's going on? And the wages. I mean, it's an entry level job what we're trying to hire for. So you're not making $50 an hour. But I started looking at things like, what are other places hiring? The price is, what we're paying is on par with what other people around here are paying. And then I look at it, and then I'm like, well, what's unemployment at? Unemployment in Idaho is 3%. It's like really low right now. So I don't know if that's because everybody that wants to work is working, or like I don't know how they figure that number.
3% of what?
3%.
That's what it says.
I don't know. I don't know what that number is based on. I don't know if it's based on just the census. Here's how many adults there are in the state. Here's how many of those adults have a job. I don't know if that's how that is calculated or not. But we're at 3% in Idaho, and the national average is like 5.8.
Okay, of unemployment.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 3% of.
Oh, sorry,
like
no.
what they were paying.
Oh no. Our wage is like on par with other companies in the area.
Oh, okay.
So say the minimum wage for Idaho is $7.25. We're nowhere close to that.
Yeah, we're definitely above that, and compared to a lot of other entry level jobs, especially in the Idaho Falls area, we're paying about the same for a job that's actually fucking fun.
But and a lot easier than the other jobs that are offering that same amount of money.
Yeah. To me, it's weird. Like, people don't want to. I mean, I drove by on purpose down 17th Street, and I saw, I think it was like 4 or 5 businesses with the now hiring on there.
Oh, no, almost all of them.
Yeah,
Look at McDonald's. Look at McDonald's cups. Their cups actually say hiring, scan this fucking QR code. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, McDonald's has that right now. Every grocery store in town has that. Mechanic shops, people we know, people we deal with are looking for people.
Didn't what they were given per week end already?
Barely, like yesterday, this week or something.
I think it was yesterday.
Oh, okay. So
that's why you said wait a couple weeks.
Yeah.
They're going to feel the effect. Oh, shit. We didn't get a
people
paycheck.
get their first unemployment check after that expires. and it's like, okay, now I need a job.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're hoping will happen. But like I say, like I don't know how they're figuring this 3% unemployment number. I don't know if it's like I don't know if that's just people who, if that just is every adult in the state that is old enough to work, or I don't know how they figure that number.
I wonder if there's a lot of people that were able to get online jobs.
Maybe.
Or
maybe they're considering, or maybe they're marking themselves as self-employed, you know, because they have some kind of side hustle that they're doing, or
that grew a lot too.
It did
during the pandemic. There's a lot of new Etsy store.
You know who started that whole
It scared me.
the remote working from home before the pandemic was Apple. I have a buddy who worked in their customer service area, and they would help you buy a computer. You work from home and you do customer service, and you set your own hours and stuff like that. So
How long ago was that?
this was a few years ago, before the pandemic.
I have a buddy that is the chef right there at the Apple
Online,
plant.
like online chef.
No,
Just kidding.
in California.
Oh, yeah?
He is the main chef in their place, and he said like the people that are there, he don't even have to cook sometimes. That's how lonely that place is.
Really? That's how many people are working from home.
And they have a really nice facility like that.
Yeah,
new
it's
headquarters.
top of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call them campuses because they're so large. It's like multiple buildings,
Central Park,
like you could practically live on it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
and Hunt.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
I thought it was
'Cause it's
weird
like-
when he was telling me about
There's a
that
forest
he's
in there.
well at that time it was weird because you're like you work from home, like you from your computer. You're like, that's weird. Like you don't go to
Big banks are doing that still.
yeah, and
It's been a thing for a lot of years that people work from home. Like Bruce used to work from home.
oh yeah,
When he got back from Portugal,
That's what he still does, don't he?
he works from home again. Yeah. But when he first got back from Portugal, he was working for that language line company where they do translations. And so that motherfucker would sit at home and play video games.
oh yeah,
And he'd get these phone calls, and he'd be translating back and forth from Portuguese to English and English to Portuguese for the two people on the line, and play video games and not skip a beat. Like he could focus enough to translate and keep that conversation going, and still like play this video game, but not suck at it. You know, like when your focus is split, like you do one thing okay and the other thing okay, but you're not really doing good at either. He could do both.
Imagine like he's just
You're
telling
horrible
him
at that, by the way.
I know.
Telling him
I'm
BS.
very
Yeah.
bad at that.
You're terrible at.
I've always been bad at that.
My wife is horrible at that too.
hey, how's it going? He wants to know what the weather is. You know, like completely saying the wrong things.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it never happened. But yeah, that's what he used to do.
He
And
said no. I said yes. See.
That was what,
said no.
probably 2006.
And it's funny because, like I said, I thought it was weird, but now it's normal.
Now and I think it's gonna get. That's gonna actually even get bigger still.
Well, yeah, Elon's gonna sell his
you
AI
ever-
bots
have
so
you ever
they
worked
can
from
work
home?
from. Huh?
Have you ever worked from home?
No.
I did the first week, the first Christmas that I worked at Tops. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I was able to work from home for a week and it sucked. It was horrible because there's so many things you want to do,
Yeah.
and like you don't want to waste time either because like you kind of know how long it takes to do certain things and you want to be like as accurate, like not cheat the system, you know. But it's like it's fucking sucks.
Well, we're also in this really weird
That's
situation.
before I had a kid too, so like
Yeah. That gets a lot harder too
Yeah.
because a lot of work from home stuff, you have to have a location that is private. You basically are going into an office in your home, and you can't be watching your kids while you're doing it and shit like that. But
Especially having little kids,
yeah,
they don't understand that.
yeah, legally you can't either. Like
Right.
legally you have to have a room that's set up. So that you can
yeah, and I
keep
think
on-
every company has their own like requirements and stuff.
Requirements as well.
But almost all of them have that built into their work from home thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hated it.
But we're in this weird situation where like if you're kind of cool, then people will pay you to like promote shit on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and so you can be wherever the fuck you want to be,
Yeah, affiliate
And-
marketing.
and they'll just pay you money to be like, hey, buy this fucking teeth whitening thing, or check out this new set of clothes that I got from this place for free, and they'll pay you to do that. It's crazy. So there's so many people out there making money doing that. I feel like at some point that's going to get saturated, and you're just
it's going to get annoying.
At some point, it's like a lot of the people that are kind of lower level, there's just not going to be money in that for them anymore. I feel like that's temporary.
It's like everything. There's like you get bubbles.
Yeah.
And when those bubbles pop, it sucks.
I feel like that's happening.
If you're part of that bubble.
They ended up going back to.
But I think we're in a bubble right now. I really do. And I'm waiting for it to pop because you're going to see a lot of shit happen.
Yeah.
So my buddy went to go back to work. I don't want to say the company, but that big company, that rich dude. He.
Which one? Skarks?
The local one?
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they made it a thing where they're gonna go back, right? And so my buddy Julio, he said it was really weird. He's like, because you have everything set up at home now. You have your routine going. You wake up. You don't have to get really ready. Everything's there at your home. And he's like, now I have to get up early and like get ready and drive to work. He's like, you don't realize how much time you spend like getting ready, having to plan out your day to drive to work. And he's like, it's really weird adjusting back to what was normal.
I wonder how this workman comp shit works if your people are working from home. Does that, you don't have to pay that anymore?
You probably do if they're on the clock.
Yeah, because they get hurt at home.
It still exists. It kind of depends on. It still exists. It kind of depends on what their job responsibilities are. So, like, if somebody's working from home, and you as the employer are like, okay, here's the computer setup you have to have. You have to have X, Y, and Z, and all this stuff, and that person gets carpal tunnel, you could probably still be liable for that.
Really?
But if they trip on their fucking couch on the way out of the office, then
And
you're probably
spill
not
a-
liable for that.
Spill a pan of grease on their back.
Yeah, like something like that is probably.
Did you do that?
What is that about?
It's just the stupid shit that comes to my mind. I'm just imagining it. Them screaming like
It had nothing. It had nothing
to do with the
How-
work. It's fucked up,
Spill
huh?
a pan of grease on their back. How does that even happen?
They trip and they hit the pan and they like falls on their back.
The fuck are you talking
He's
about?
watching too much.
Like an accident, like they're at home cooking when they should be working.
It's
And
probably,
okay.
they
it's
go to
probably happened to Jesus.
Okay, that's
no, it's never happened to me, but
yeah. I guess I can see that happening.
like I'm sorry
I understand where you're going now.
Why is it food
that you've
related?
Explained it.
because I'm hungry as shit right now.
But yeah, so it depends on like what happens. So if they're doing their normal work duties and something is happening because of that, then you might still be responsible for that workers' comp claim. Like I said, carpal tunnel or maybe migraines associated with looking at a computer screen or shit like that. Like it's
What if you're like technically on the clock and you fall down your stairs?
that should probably I don't know. I'm not a
I think
fucking
if it
lawyer.
requires, like,
I'm
for
not an
you
HR
to go
guy.
outside and go inside or something, I don't know.
It's probably really weird now.
There's a way to fucking fuck it.
But I believe that
there's
it-
a way to fuck somebody.
I believe that if you're in your
homeowner's
the
insurance will
location that
probably
you've
cover
set
most
up
of it.
for your work area, and something happens in that area, then it's probably on the company. But if you're walking down your stairs, it's probably on you. But I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know.
Yeah, because like sometimes when you're running up the stairs and you miss that step, boom. Have you ever done that?
Like bang your shin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Or eat shit. I've done it going down too.
Jeremiah's done it.
Allegedly.
Well, I
No,
mean,
that was a fucking stripper that beat his ass.
a male stripper.
Yeah.
It's
He tried to
kind
grab
of
his
hard.
boobs.
It looked like a black eye. And I've
Speaking
never,
of Maya, just, because it's been a while, we have this sticker. He's going to get crunk that says, please send Maya some dick pics. His Instagram handle is @MayaDude, MIAH.
Oh, we're doing this again?
Yes, we are.
We
Yes,
have to.
we
We have to
have
get
to.
rid of them
So-
fucking stickers.
So at least get a sticker if you're not gonna send a dick pic.
Yeah.
we'll get a sticker and send one.
Yeah.
Send one with this on it.
Maya has
That'll get him.
he is not. I don't
Fuck
think
you,
he's-
Craig.
I don't think he's had very many dick pics lately.
He's been
it's,
looking kind of sad.
Yeah. I think you guys should cheer him up with some good old penis pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Pornhub. There you go.
Just blow them if you want.
Yes, in general, an employee injury or illness
Oh,
is compensable.
Dude, you suck at reading
Yeah, I
here.
know.
Sorry. No.
Compensatable?
Yes. There's a period there, so I had to pause for effect. That's what that's.
Full stop.
In general, an employee injury or illness is compensable
You were giving me shit. Like, you can't even say it.
under workers' compensation if it arises out of and in the course of employment, regardless of the location the injury occurs.
What state is that?
Not sure.
Because I believe it varies from state to state.
Yeah,
It probably does, but
That's probably California.
That's probably New York.
He says it's Idaho, but I doubt it. Because he's just making it up. Because he doesn't know.
Why would we trust John
I don't know.
on anything like this? I don't know.
I don't trust
John
him.
and I went riding together this weekend.
Cute.
I rode him.
is this true? He rode you?
He rode you?
like together, like not he was following it.
Oh.
Razors? Or
Yep.
Is it starting to get cold out there?
It's all right. Not bad still.
No.
I went to bed late every night, so I didn't get the footage you wanted me to get. So we're gonna go together and do that.
Also, you. I'm sure other things were involved.
A lot.
So you weren't waking up with the sun, is what you're saying.
Oh fuck no.
He was probably like, "Oh shit, the sun's
The
coming
sun
up."
was waking me up.
He's like, "I need to get to bed."
this sunrise looks weird. The sun's like right in the middle.
Yeah, because it's smoky.
Yeah, crazy, but it was fun.
So yeah,
But
send
yeah,
my
anyways,
dick pics.
these fucking send my ass some penis pictures, please. But yeah, these fucking what do you call them? What do they call them? The hiring services or the employment services? Like there has to be a better way to fucking filter out these lazy fucking people that don't want to work.
Yeah.
You know, there has to be.
Yeah, they should be kind of like you said. Like if they don't show up and they agree to show up, you can mark, "Hey, they agreed. Here's the time."
Yeah, at
whatever.
least fucking kick them off the fucking
Yeah,
site.
and
Let
if they
them load
don't,
another profile or
then they
whatever.
get. Not only do they get the unemployment gets notified. Hey, like they didn't show up. They didn't show up because for them they just have to show up somewhere and be like, "Oh, I applied here. Like, can you just sign this?" I remember like people would do that all the time. Just go somewhere and be like, "Hey, can you just sign here that saying that?"
Yep.
Even if you're not hiring, that I tried applying.
We should make a vlog where we try to hire some of these people that are panhandling out there.
Oh, they
I'm
piss me
down.
off.
We should.
I'm down.
Oh, they piss me off.
Like I said, we've talked about it before when Mike and I tried to get a guy that had vet on his sign, and fucker got pissed off because I offered him to clean my shop, something really easy, and we're gonna give him $500 because he was a vet. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah,
So-
some people think they find me like almost like a dick or an asshole because I say I never give them money because
Oh yeah,
I don't give them money because if they can sit there in a corner asking for money, they can sit
They can
somewhere
fucking say fucking in my shop, buffing a fucking sheet.
that or
Yeah.
at a cash register, being like, "Hey, oh, that's what you want to order? Cool, I got
Oh,
you."
my hand don't work, but they can hold a fucking sign for fucking 12 hours. Come
And the
on,
time I
guys.
do give money is when people are out hustling, like the guys that selling tamales or like cleaning windows.
Yeah, those
or
guys
things like
get
that.
deserve a fucking tip.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay. I remember this one guy offered me tamales. I didn't really want them, but I was like, how much are they? Here's the money. But I was like, sell them to somebody else. I was like, but supporting him out here selling. That's why on Sundays, every Sunday, I try to buy something from local people. That way
I've seen
to help them out. Yeah,
Just on Sundays?
yeah.
That's fucking.
I support the breweries
Every day.
a lot.
No,
Same thing, different way. The fuck is he laughing about over there?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
he's
Why
squealing.
was that so funny?
Because he's his boss. He wants
He's trying to get a raise.
Well, it seems like he's got to go through one or two other people to get
Oh
that
yeah,
raise.
definitely.
Every joke is like 10 times.
Work your way up.
Don't matter what Leo
Yeah,
says.
you know what?
that's
This is a
fucking
good. This is a good progression.
He wants to start on that side. No, you probably should start on this side.
He wants to skip the chain.
Get better at it. As you-
So I'm gonna tell you a little story.
Okay. Here we go.
Earlier, I went to take the van to get a fucking windshield because it's fucking cracked. And I've never seen it that cracked. So yesterday we went to drop it off. We drop off some things that I needed to drop off, and we took the van, and I seen the windshield. And I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody ever said I've never got in the van. Anyways, he drops it off. I call him. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna need a ride. So I go pick him up. Well, at the same time, I told the guy, I'm like, give me a quote for my truck because it has a crack through the middle of it. So the guy comes outside. John's sitting in the truck already. The guy comes outside, opens the door, and John's like,
What the fuck was that?
He didn't know whether to kick the fucker off or he could have been getting robbed. He didn't fucking know. That's what he thought.
John was
like,
going.
That's all I heard.
You froze
He
over
froze.
what?
John would have allowed that guy to kidnap him. He would have just let it
He
happen.
would have been going down fucking Lomax.
Just, but, excuse me, sir. Where are
way?
you taking me?
This truck has a problem. Oh shit! The engine's
That was fucking
the engine's
hilarious.
puttering all the way. No, it's just John.
You didn't know what to say? Were you scared?
So
He said I saw Leo right behind him, and I said, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, so
what John said.
he came out before me, and I seen him through the window going to my truck. So that's when I followed. I'm like, I want to see what they're looking for. So next time, if I need another windshield, I know what to tell them. And so he's already in the truck, and John's just like,
so
holy shit.
so you know how when Ed was here, he was like, "Well, this is
Yeah.
your new normal." This.
Yeah.
Do you think?
No.
You would get kidnapped.
You know exactly where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know exactly where I'm going.
He's a horrible.
He would react the same way.
He's a horrible dog alarm.
Because he did. Because remember, we thought it was either faint or what was it? We thought it
Fight
was
or flight.
fight or
Fight or
flight,
flight.
and he added the faint or run or freeze,
Yep.
and so he's the freeze.
You need to get your normal up there, buddy.
Yeah.
Dude,
maybe-
you got fucking with a car seat belt. Like you took one to the
And
neck,
then the
and
thing
still.
Yeah, but what if he got turned
The
on?
thing that's funnier, and maybe John don't know, but that truck has so many fucking guns in it. Not even funny. He could have reached under any fucking seat.
and got shot.
Probably handed the
yeah.
fucking robber the gun.
like,
Give me that.
Don't reach under your seat.
But it was the funniest
man.
thing to look at John in the face. He froze. He froze. And then the guy
John.
jumps in there and he's expecting me to grab that little fucker and chuck him or something. But he's looking at me, he's looking at him.
Was that the first time you've frozen? No, it's not.
he just
I
froze.
don't
He was answering
think
that
he's-
question.
I don't think he's ever been in a situation like that.
No.
So I think it was. But now sort of, you know what to do. At least fucking jump off the truck.
Can I see your ID?
No, jump off the fucking truck. Let him
something.
take the fucking truck.
Or at least do something to the guy. Imagine he.
Going down Lomax. That's all I could think of was going down Lomax.
You got 5 blocks later, the guy just stops. He's like, just get out. Just get out.
You're fucking annoying. You're so fucking annoying. Oh, poor John. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
It's too easy.
oh shit.
How can you not?
Yeah, that's low hanging fruit.
Hey, John, you should go heat me up my hot pocket. I'm fucking hungry.
You have another one?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
I brought 2.
He's been eating Hot Pockets all day.
John,
No, I just brought 2.
John, how's
I
your
only ate 1. I'm trying to not eat that many.
how's your training going, Jesus?
It's actually pretty good.
I've actually been doing really good.
Nobody cares.
So you've
No, I'm
run
just kidding.
you've run a full
We're okay.
5K at this point.
Yeah.
How
Oh, yeah.
fast? What was your time?
My time is
His was fast, dude.
undisclosed.
It was a very fast
Come
pace,
on.
though. It was pretty fast paced.
it's fast.
Tell me.
Well, to where I started, when I started, is fast.
Nah, even
Okay.
like, in general, it's fast.
Why can't you tell me?
I ran.
It's not like he's got to practice and like get better.
I ran it in 25 minutes.
3 point. It was way more than 3 miles too. It was
Yeah, it
like
was more.
3.3.
Okay, in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So you're
And
you're
I'm not
Are
pushing
you
still
saying?
training.
So
Am I
you-
hearing Craig say that you can beat him?
That's
No,
like
no,
Is
that's
that what you
fast.
just- is
that's
that
a
what-
sub 8.
That's sub
that's
fast.
a sub
that's
8
less
minute
than
pace.
Yeah,
Yeah, so right now I'm just practicing
that's like
on
7.5 or so.
trying to get quicker.
Give me a shot.
Same
I'm getting
pace.
tired.
Yeah, dude,
That is pretty fast.
that's way fast.
Yeah, so and that app helps a lot. Like you think it's weird because it tells you, oh, only do this much, and you're like, it's nothing. That's nothing, but it adds up. And then when it starts changing, and then I started yoga too.
Yeah, he can almost suck his own balls.
Oh yeah. How's that going?
He can almost what? He can almost suck his own balls.
Yeah, maybe.
Didn't you say let's keep the penis stuff out?
I know that's why I said balls.
No. So
Penis and
Touche.
Yeah,
I have a buddy who does yoga, and he's pretty he's pretty swole, and he's like, yeah, I do yoga all the time, and it really helps with muscle growth and just
Looks like a
flexibility.
fucking wave going down this table.
Yeah, dude. When I try to stretch, fuck.
Yeah, see, and no, I'm good.
God damn it, Edgar.
We're good.
John wants some.
John
though.
wants one, but
Oh,
guys
you
didn't
want
give
one.
it to him.
Yeah, John.
Here, have one, but have it out over there.
Don't be a pusher, John. Okay.
No, but yeah, it's the first day I did it. Well, I recently started, but I'm starting it. It's gonna be a routine that I add. I wake up a little bit earlier just to do the stretches, but it's only 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and the first day, holy crap! I didn't realize how. Is it unflexible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am, and I was like, I don't like that. You just feel all stiff and like it sucked.
Yeah, you know what you'll notice. The more you do it, the better your weight workouts will be too. Is you'll get better range. Just that change in range of motion will actually help. You may actually lift a little bit lighter than you're used to, but you'll get more range of motion.
Oh, yeah.
And
He used to be a yoga
It's going to be
instructor.
better. No, I did yoga for a while.
It's
and
hard.
It's fucking hard.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Like the first time you do yoga, does like every fucking part of your body,
Yes.
every part of your body hurts the next day?
Yes, you think, oh, it's just stretching. No, if you do like 15 minutes, I don't know. The one that I was doing was the P90X one, and it's like an hour and a half long.
That's yoga.
They have one of the workouts.
Yeah,
is
they have a yoga
workout.
one.
And that first time I did that, I wanted to fucking kill myself the next day.
When
It
I was
was
doing this
so
one, it's funny because
terrible.
they put you in this position and they're like, all right, now just relax and breathe. And I'm like, I can barely hold this shit. Like, I'm over here, like, holding my breath.
Yeah,
Yeah, because when I do the stretches for the running, like fuck, some of them I can't even breathe.
yes, and that's good, as long as you're not overdoing it.
Yeah.
You want to push yourself. It should be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
That's the thing. When they're like,
they're
oh, just relax. No, fuck that. You're not gonna relax. Try to relax, but if you can force yourself to breathe while you're being uncomfortable like that, in the long run, that pays off, man.
Yeah, today was day 2 of, because I just started it on Monday. I was like, I'm going to start doing
Was
it.
it an app or what?
Yeah. So today
Send me
was
the link.
day 2.
Start yoga too.
And instantly, like, some of the positions, I did them a lot easy. Like, I was able to actually put my palms down on some of them. I'm like, oh shit! Like, just one day after doing yoga, and then so now I'm like, I wonder how I'm gonna be in like a month, of doing it consistently.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Your agility gets better. Your range of motion gets better. Like, just your
Sex
regular,
gets better.
probably. Just your regular like day. Just the way you move throughout the day. You're just gonna be more comfortable.
Yeah,
As long as
and
you
that's
don't,
what he's telling me.
As long as you don't injure yourself.
Yeah, he was showing me. He's like, you feel a lot like, just your quality of life is a lot better because you feel a lot better,
Yeah, I
like
should try it.
loose, not so tight.
If you're stretching, and like before and after, and that feels good.
Yeah.
Yoga is pretty cool too.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
It's hard.
Because my son makes fun of me right
Oh,
now
it
because I can't
is
touch my
hard.
toes.
Even and like I was telling John earlier, some of the moves I couldn't do, but I did the best I could. Like I wasn't just like, oh, I can't do that shit.
And you'll notice too, the longer you do it, there's little things that you'll notice, like, oh, that form wasn't quite right, and then you change it and it's like, oh shit, now this feels a little different, and like it's harder, and it's just weird stuff that you'll stumble on as you do it and you listen to what they're saying, like.
Yeah, like one thing I can't do is obviously put my they put like their face up against their knee, like flat. And I'm like, I can't do that
I
shit.
can't even fucking look at it.
Yeah, so I went as far as I could, like, and I felt that stretch.
It's
but I
funny
was like,
because I'm in the same boat.
so that's my goal though. That's my goal is like to actually try to get as far as I can.
Well, once you get good at the just the ones that are more stretches, man, you start getting into the more advanced stuff. Not only are you stretching, but you're holding your body in a really weird position and using muscles you're not used to using. It'll
It's like snow
fuck
machining.
you up, man.
First time you go snow machining, every motherfucking
I remember that.
part
Parts
your
of you will
body
hurt. Yeah,
hurts.
Yeah.
Really?
You fucking have muscles that you never even knew you had.
I remember I went snowmobiling for the first time. I think it was last year or the year before, and
The year before.
yeah, and like it's fun, like, but it's tiring. It's tiring, and
The next day.
the next day it just literally feels like you worked out your entire body. Your fingers are sore.
Your fingertips,
your toes are sore.
Ears, your everything.
And it's funny because on one I did fall. I flew off of it too. It was funny because he's like, try to do a turn like this. And he's like, if you fall, it doesn't matter. He's like, we're on like I think it was like 6 feet of snow.
6 feet of snow. That's Highland Park. Yep.
Yeah, and so like I did this turn, and there I go. I'm like, and I had a hard time getting out of the snow.
The first time I rented one, I rented it up in Highland Park. And so he's like, don't do this because you tip it over. It's easy to tip it over in the snow. And then, like, don't do this, don't do this. I drive it off 30 feet. I tip it over. he looks at me, he's like,
God, I wish that was on video.
He's like, I'm like, your fucking stupid machine don't work. He's like, I told you not to do that. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to take this turn? We lift mine up. We move it off the way. The guy in back of me that read it, same thing, tips over in the same place I did.
Yeah, when the powder's really deep, you don't really turn. You just kind of you lean, like, but like enough, and then you turn a little bit, and that's how you turn in the powder.
You put the gas, and
it's weird. It's weird. You wouldn't think that would work.
And you're not even turning the way you're turning, huh? It's like you're turning the opposite way, and like.
Oh, kind of like in the movie Cars.
Like, and it'll like turn. It's weird.
Yeah. When they tell Lightning McQueen to turn left.
Like that. Not quite like that.
No. You'll bust your ass.
But that's a good analogy.
No, but that is a workout. Like you don't realize it when you're in the moment, but afterwards you're like
anything like that will mess you up. Like the
but
first time you
the first time you go 3 or 4 days when it's wearing off.
Oh yeah,
it feels good because like every fucking part in your body,
gotta work out.
Yeah.
But like wakeboarding, snowboarding, if it's something you don't normally do and you spend a day doing it, you'll discover some muscles that you don't normally
I don't really
use.
fish. I'm gonna go fishing and see if it. Yeah, I could use that.
We should go fishing. Yeah.
I also downloaded the because after being able to do the 3K, I downloaded the 5K version, and now I downloaded the half a marathon version.
There's is that the 10K one?
No, it's 21K.
Oh shit! Because I know I've seen a 15K. I think.
Yeah, I downloaded it because I was like, I can do the 3 miles like kind of easy. It was like I'm pretty sure I can do the.
Heck you! Oh shit! Yeah, because I seen this one.
Yeah, 21K.
And I'm pretty sure I've seen the 15K.
So that's my goal: is a half marathon. Is to be able to run a half marathon. I still hate running.
13.1 miles, right?
Yeah, 13.1. Or
13.2, something like that.
What do you do when you run? Do you listen to music? Do you just run?
Yesterday it was cool because there was a guy who follows me, and he reached out and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna sign up for the 5K we're doing." He's like, "Is it cool if I run with you?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Can we hold hands?
No, and we were running.
We've been doing this together for so long.
He skipped the 5K.
Can we just go somewhere else?
So we were running and just talking.
Whoops.
Damn.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Holy shit.
So yeah, we were just running and talking, and the time flew like for that 12:38.
You talked while you ran? Fuck.
And it flew by.
That's me. Fuck, I got a long ways to go.
Oh, man. Yeah, but he's been.
Don't fucking talk to me.
He's been doing this for years.
No, but I'm doing that like at a fucking 12-minute pace.
No, Edgar, she says he's hate running. If he'd been doing it for years, Edgar would love running.
Edgar's been in shape for years.
In shape, yeah.
Yeah,
no, running he's got endurance.
So the first day I actually ran in years was the day after skydiving. That's when I was like, I wanted to do more. So I was like, I want to do a half a marathon, but I want to see where I'm at. So I ran a mile and I was dying. I ran it in like 12 something. And I was like, dang, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Like the whole 13 miles. I was like, that's a lot if I can barely do one.
Yeah, but the amount of cardio you do.
And now, well, it's because, like I said, the Stairmaster, I can sit there for 40 minutes at that time. Mm-hmm. But running a mile was like a mission.
Yeah,
and now
it's just a different kind of cardio.
Yeah.
So your heart is ready for it. You're just not used to doing the mile that way.
I have noticed that I can breathe better during, like, I ran the 8 minutes, and the breathing part was fine. Like, I wasn't like like that. I was just joking a minute ago, but my back was killing me. Like, my back hurt so bad. And my
yoga will totally help with that.
Yoga.
That's not even a joke.
Yeah, but my breathing was okay, and it's cool to see the improvement because, like, the first the first time I did just the 1 minute, dude, I was fucking dying.
Did you see that guy that
John's fucked.
Well, maybe.
that was almost
not.
disabled,
And he's going to lose.
and he started doing yoga, and he did it for a while, and he was able to walk fine again and sprint.
Yeah, I have seen that video.
Is John still going with you to the gym?
He hasn't been in like 2 weeks.
So no,
Yeah, that's enough.
because we drink like 2:30 packs this weekend.
He's on vacation, he said.
You keep doing that with him every week. Just
It was fun.
you know what?
We're up in the middle of a fucking mountain.
You should buy him a
overlooking the
giant
lake
cake.
and dancing. Not together, but it was sick as fuck.
I'm sure, but
Yeah. No, you guys. Yeah, you should get him a giant cake.
a giant cake.
I'm gonna bring you donuts every day for a week now.
As like a congratulations for not getting fired yet. You should get a cake for that.
Yeah.
Bring him one. He's your nephew.
No, I'm not going to give it to him.
Dude, you should make him some
I'll
He's
fucking
been
zucchini.
wanting to give it to him
If I have to
forever.
bring something, it's going to be a fucking pink slip. That's what it's going to be.
You should bring him some zucchini cake or zucchini bread.
I have to. I have
But turn
some
it into zucchini cake.
I haven't pulled any zucchinis in a while. I probably.
Put some frosting on it.
I've kind of let my garden die out because I picked a lot of what I wanted to pick. Dude, I have some Carolina Reapers. Who wants to try one? Who wants to try one?
You're making him.
Edgar, you want?
Edgar will try it.
You want one of those Carolina
Yeah.
Reapers?
Edgar will try anything.
We should all take one
No.
for a video.
No.
and do a podcast.
I am not doing that.
Hi, I'm fucking. I'll die. I'll probably die. Like
I'll take it
legit
if
die.
Jesus takes it.
No, I have ulcers. I'll get fucked up.
Are you
don't.
lying right now?
He is
No.
lying.
Are you still lying? No. What the
He's lying about lying.
I'm pretty sure I have ulcers. I haven't been like medically diagnosed, but all the symptoms are there.
No.
I think
Every
it's
time I
bullshit.
eat anything
Anything
that's even remotely spicy, I get fucked up.
anytime he
Yeah, Carolina Reaper's probably not the best
No.
idea then. Yeah.
he's like my nose itches and he looks up on WebMD like why his nose
That is
itches.
true too, man. Have you ever done that?
And it's like
everything on WebMD is
It's
cancer.
cancer.
you might have a tumor in your head like
Yeah.
just because
It's
your nose
all,
itched.
It's all
Yeah.
cancer.
Was it the left side? Oh.
Ooh, if it's the left side, man, you're fucked.
No, man. But then if it's the right side, you are really fucked. So I mean, it's
Good thing they
cancer.
keep it professional. Imagine if they didn't. If they, like you looked something up and I said, "Ooh, you're so fucked." That was your,
I don't
that was
know.
your diagnosis.
That would be a really cool website.
Yeah, you should make
Somebody
yeah.
should do that.
There's some cool websites out there. Have you come across any cool websites?
Lately?
Lately.
No. Pit
Yeah,
Viper,
go check-
Pit Viper's website is
Go check
fucking
this
hilarious.
one out. This one right here.
What is it?
I don't know. Put something in there.
Oh,
Topknives.com. Of course, that's badass.
that's badass.
No, there's some like legit weird ass fucking websites out there. And then there's some other stuff that's like, for example, it's basically you can get diagnosed through your phone, like just when COVID was a thing. Like that's one of the things they said. Instead of going to the clinic, you'd get a phone call and you'd go through that. I don't know how the fuck they diagnose you, but
They would look at your cluster of symptoms,
probably.
and if it was close enough, then they would say go get a test.
So the doctor's probably got like WebMD pulled up, and he's
Probably.
just typing,
yeah,
charging you a
probably
shitload.
that, but also the list of potential symptoms for is really, really
Can't
long.
say
The list of potential symptoms for the disease that is threatening the world right now
You can just
is
mute it.
very, very long.
I know, but I don't want to.
Oh, so hey, check this website out.
Oh, so somebody's got post work to do, but somebody else doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes.
You know what we should do? We should surf the dark web. Look for a hitman.
The fuck?
You can do that on the dark
Why?
web.
You can do that on the dark
Just
web.
to see if it's. I've always been curious to see if you could actually find it. I
You'll
know
go to
there's-
jail.
No, there's always stories that people are like look stuff up. I don't.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
Yeah, you'll
pretty
go to
su-
jail.
Pretty
What,
sure that's
what
a
if we look
felony.
it up and then we turn them in?
You'll still go to jail.
Why?
Because you have to. What are you gonna do? Hey,
Citizen's arrest?
Hey, Mister, are you a hitman? You want to meet here? They're not gonna go.
It's probably the cops anyway.
Yeah.
it's probably a sting
Yeah. I used to surf the dark web. Not for that though.
for hitmen.
No, for drugs. It didn't work out.
Is there like a fucking what's
statute
that?
of
Statute of
limitations?
limitations?
I don't know.
I hope there isn't.
This was 7-8 years ago.
Why you gotta say that? It's probably about 7 years.
It is 7.
It's probably like a bankruptcy.
Almost everything's 7 years.
This was
That's
4
why they
scores
say
and
that-
8 years ago.
That's why they say if you have like you have a debt with a debt collector, not to even do one payment because then your fucking thing starts all over from when you do the payment.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't have a debt though.
Yeah.
That's probably why a lot of people like. Since we're talking about that, especially the mafia guys, you know how they're out doing all the snitching, like in books and stuff, saying, "Oh, I did this. Oh, I did that."
Oh, okay.
Do you think a lot of that stuff could be made up?
Absolutely.
Like it's
Probably.
so
because,
easy.
because
It's so
there's
easy.
no way to go and ask fucking Chapo Guzman,
Yeah.
fucking, hey, is this true? Did he work for you or did he do this for you?
Edgar said this. Is that true?
Yeah, and like he'd be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
It seems like
I think they just make up a
it
story
seems like
to
that
make
would come to
them
light though.
sound good.
They got to sell a book. They got to sell the book. They got to sell themselves. So why not come up with some crazy stories?
Yeah, I mean,
I know some books.
it just seems like that would.
Did you ever finish it?
No, I stayed half. That's a book that I've fucking read the most, probably.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It just seems like anybody putting out just outright lies at some point it's going to come to light.
Yeah, but what if there's not a lot of them around anymore? So,
I mean, I guess that's true.
for example, like there's this guy who
And the ones who
Who
are
said
around
he's doing yoga?
don't want to talk.
No, he's he was in the same car. We all know the whole Tupac story. You know how he got killed in Las Vegas.
Oh, Simon.
And so there's one guy who
I actually don't.
what?
Yeah, you do. You once
Dude,
said
why
this.
would?
Damn,
Do you
you're gonna get crunk.
How
do
would you
you
not know
think-
that Tupac?
Do you think that I have ever listened to Tupac in my life?
Yes.
No, I have not.
If you haven't, then
He did.
Fuck you, Craig.
I have not.
Okay, so he died in a. Well, do you know how he died?
He got murdered,
Yeah,
shot to death.
drive-by. So
I
there's
didn't know it was a drive-by. I just
no,
knew he got shot.
And for the longest time, people didn't know who it
What is
was.
a drive-by? Ask that, Craig.
Are you done?
Hey, John, are you a part of this podcast or no? All right,
That was
don't-
a side. He did this.
You're really distracting right now.
yeah, stop distracting us.
So there's one guy left that's alive, and
What a fucking.
and now he's supposedly telling the truth, saying, "Oh, it was this person that did it that ended up shooting the gun."
Biggie, it wasn't.
Yeah, but how would they know if? So that
Exactly.
dude was in the car.
Yeah, and this guy now
wasn't-
has a book. He has a
is he
book.
a knight?
They were saying it was like
Okay.
Biggie or
Is he a
whatever.
knight?
What's his name?
Knight.
Right?
They,
No,
yeah,
it was it had nothing to do with Biggie. It was this guy named Keefe D.
Oh no, but they were saying it was him, right? For a while.
Yeah, they were saying, Puff Daddy had some stuff to do with it. Biggie had stuff to do with it. Just making up a whole bunch of lies.
Wasn't it like Suge Knight too? Had something to do with it?
They said that he was in on it. That's why he didn't die.
Didn't he kill Easy?
That's what they were saying. See,
That's
there's
it,
a
yeah.
bunch of stuff, but as soon as somebody wants to release a book,
He injected him with AIDS.
Cruising down the street in my that was fucking.
You've heard that,
badass.
right?
yeah, I feel like a lot of people are making stories up now. It's
Yeah,
so
of
easy
course,
to
of course.
like that's why I brought up the mafia. Like, there's only a few of them left from the
Era?
crazy era, and now they're just like, oh yeah, I did. Like, I'll send you guys an interview. He's like, yeah, I killed him. I did this. I did that. I showed up. I shot him. And I'm like, it's so easy to talk about.
No. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
more than anything, it's just to try to get that ball rolling on their side. And
Usually
they can
the
start
people
doing something
that
else.
do a bunch of that stuff,
Don't really talk about it.
you will never know.
Check out the vets. Check out like real vets that fucking did that were in the Vietnam, even Afghanistan, even the guys that were just over.
Yeah.
Bring up any conversation when you in the service. I was.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, usually they don't. They'll talk between each other a lot. They'll
Yeah.
share war stories and stuff. But
But they'll never say like, oh yeah, walked in, smoked these motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
blew these fuckers up. You'll never hear a guy. It maybe if like something comes up, like for example, me and Mike drove around together for years. Something would happen or something would trigger
A memory.
a memory
yeah.
in Mike, and he'd be like, "That same thing happened to me one time that we were. I seen that happen before, but like this."
Mm-hmm.
That's how Mike would tell me his war stories.
But he'd always the weird thing with Mike. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but he'd always seem to like make it less badass almost.
He would always downplay it.
Downplay it, yeah. Like he'd always downplay it. Like,
and that's
it wasn't
people
the big,
that have
like,
really been in the
It was
shit.
weird.
Whether it's been cartels, whether it's been military, law enforcement, that have actually gone into battle, gunfights, anything. They'll never really say, "Oh yeah, I was sitting here and I just started fucking smoking these motherfuckers." They'll never ever do that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got into it, and thank God I'm here.
Yeah, we got into some shit, and then we got out of it. And it's
that's how it is. That's how it is. But they'll never sit there and explain the story. I was doing this, and I was eating a fucking candy bar when this. They'll never get into it that detailed. So every time I hear somebody and I'm like, "You're full of fucking shit," or I'll send it to buddies that I know that have been in the shit. I'm like, "What do you think of this?" And they just laugh like, "Fuck."
There's this guy I listened to recently. He was also on that Sean Ryan show. Ed was sharing it. He was a journalist that was like following some cartels.
Oh, I haven't heard that one yet.
And I want to believe him, but like there's something he just doesn't come off as that.
Was he on Joe Rogan too?
No.
This is
just recent.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
It's really hard because like I don't know. Maybe it's the way he.
It's not that Grillo guy, is it?
No, I can't remember his name.
But it's one of those things where it's like,
do you want to raise?
When you're just
He's been
when you're observing and when you're actually part of it, it's a little different. Mm-hmm. I mean, not to say that journalists don't put themselves in danger or harm's way, but a lot of times, like that's their reason for being there is to be able to tell that story.
So what is it?
But a lot of guys, their reason for being there is definitely not to tell the story.
But that's the way it is with everything, though.
That's the guy's name.
So journalists, right now you brought up journalists. Why can't they get fucked by the government? Like say, for example, that right now, that series they did on Netflix on El Chapo Guzman.
Mm-hmm. They have a
what is
they
that?
Have some
immunity.
They have some immunity because of the First Amendment.
It's kind of like lawyers. So you can tell a lawyer whatever, and by law they don't have to disclose any of that, like any of the actual stuff, just because it's that client that privilege.
It's not
because then
it's the job of the prosecution to convict you, which whether you agree with that or not.
And so I think with the news, there's also some liberty.
They have some immunity.
I was looking into that. It's something like, especially if you have like a media pass, whatever, through whatever company you work at. Oh, I do the media through here, and like so. You don't have to disclose everything, what your sources are. Like you don't have to disclose your sources, and then some other stuff like that.
Why can't we get media badges?
That's why when
we should get media badges.
We should. No, at least we should. You too. Yeah, sorry.
The fuck?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No, because
podcast.
No, because the media badge comes from you.
No, so
but I think you apply for media badges.
You have to apply for I'm saying like for Shot Show, for example.
Okay.
Let's apply for Shot Show.
Before
it'll get us into
back in the day,
cool spots.
Exactly. Before, I'm not going to say who, but there are some gentlemen that worked for a magazine company that would get us
media badges.
I want to punch you in your fucking
dude.
dick.
Move your fucking thing.
Do it. $5.
Go. Move your fucking cord. It's not my fault.
On purpose.
You keep moving it. Sorry.
20 if the
and so they would send us media badges. And we had our show badges, but we could go into any
area zone.
So they had like these private party type deals, and
you would get access that you wouldn't just get as like an exhibitor
if it was whatever the fuck company had this after party, you can get into that.
Oh, okay.
Because you're a media, and you wouldn't have to pay $200-$300, $400 to get into these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We need media badges.
That's why they also have that on the record, off the record thing where. You can say off the record, and then
that was Mike's
and they
favorite.
Have to turn off the recording.
Off record?
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's immunity. It's immunity, and it's based on the First Amendment. They're there documenting what's happening, not participating in what's happening. So those journalists aren't the ones selling the drugs; they're documenting the selling of the drugs, and so they have some immunity. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know.
It's weird. How
I don't
it
know
works.
the details. But it's based in
because I see like
based in the First
like
Amendment.
these fucking things on Netflix, drugs. Drugs Inc. or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And they're getting every fucking source.
I have a
where,
segment. Sorry, keep going.
where they're fucking getting these drugs. Who's buying them? Who the fucking hitman are? I'm like, how the fuck don't they turn these motherfuckers in?
Yeah, kind of like they also showcase a lot of the kingpins too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know, he's the kingpin. He's the one running this whole fucking.
They just blur his face, but I'm sure they got the footage of it.
Yeah, you see all his
unblurred.
fucking tattoos
That
on
too.
him. You know, like what the fuck?
Yeah, so there's that. That's why they even the journalists that go over and like with the Taliban or like Al Qaeda and stuff like that, because they're there just to document like what's going on, and they don't have to tell the police or whoever, you know, where they're at. So
Yeah, but I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
it's weird how it works.
It's definitely
Like going to Al Qaeda
not.
or going to fucking whoever the fuck.
It's definitely not.
Come back and tell your country this is where these motherfuckers live. Rock them.
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the thing. It's definitely not a job for somebody who's faint of heart. You know, like
John.
that's-
Would John fit
people
that?
People that do fuck no. People that do that are like sociopaths, man, because they have no fear. They just they that is a situation where you should be shitting your pants, and they're just there talking
Yeah.
to people, asking them
'Cause
questions.
at any
And
moment-
sometimes they ask them fucked up questions too, like,
Yeah.
and then just they get away with it. It's the weirdest
So
thing.
right now, you know, around the world, you see this, but a little hometown like where my parents are from, Aguililla, Michoacan. It is a hot spot of Mexico right now. Fucking shooting like every other fucking day, bombings every other fucking like they have this little town terrorized, and it's one cartel against another cartel, and the journalist went in there, and he got into the town, and he's talking to the governor, the soon-to-be fucking governor, and to some of the fucking cartel from both sides. And I'm just thinking in my head, what the fuck?
How can you do that?
Yeah, how can he do that and not get fucking rocked or not
Well,
get fucking...
Because he has permissions.
Not just that
Yeah, of
he has
course.
permission, but the thing is, like, if you have access to that, be like, oh, I'm trying to keep this access. I'm not going to tell people where I'm at. They want to be that journalist that is like, oh, I'm doing all
But
this.
you would
No,
have...
as soon as you say the wrong thing,
Like Craig says, these motherfuckers have balls of steel. I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Because something goes wrong...
you
and
will
show your
disappear.
face again,
Yeah, you will
and you show your
disappear.
face again, you're fucking dead, even if you had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one on Netflix?
No.
I can't remember what it's called, but
There's Drugs Inc. There's
I can't remember what it's
What was
called.
Dangerous
Narcos.
prisons or whatever.
No.
Maybe it's not on. Maybe it's not on. Maybe it's just on YouTube. But anyway,
Girls
they
Gone
ask
Wild.
they ask they ask one of the guys from the Sinaloa cartel. He's like, so who's in charge? Is it the cartels in Mexico? He's like, no. He's like, it's the government. He's like,
Yeah.
we don't do anything that
That
they
I
don't.
believe.
He's like,
That I do
we don't do anything that they don't let us do. And he's like, the government is the one that's in charge. He's like, and how's that? He's like, well, because all the money, like all of the money, like most of the money, it's going to the big guys. Like we barely get any. I mean, they're
we
getting a
get-
lot, but still.
But not that much.
That was a crazy interview. It's on YouTube somewhere. It's
you
either
find
YouTube or
this on-
Netflix, but I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
That was
That,
just interesting.
I believe that.
Just-
So
weird.
I do believe some of the Narcos series.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where,
How do we get to this subject? By the way,
I don't know.
We were talking about journalists.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask you, like, if you know. So the first 10 amendments are the Bill of Rights, right?
correct.
Do you know all of them?
No, I can tell you that right now. I don't.
I was hoping you.
I can tell you. I can tell you
ask you.
that the first one is the freedom of speech. The second one is the right to bear arms. The third one I always forget. The fourth one I think is the right to privacy. But after that I don't know the rest of them.
That's crazy. A lot of people
And I
don't.
and I think that if
The majority
I think
of
that
people-
most people, being honest, will not be able to just list off the Bill of Rights.
Yeah.
But
What's the fifth
that's
one?
what everybody falls back on that. Oh, the Bill of Rights. It's these inalienable rights and all this shit. And it's like, well, you don't even know what the 10 of them are.
Yeah.
Like,
So the first one is freedom of speech, but it's also freedom of the press,
freedom of press and religion.
assembly, and the right to petition the government. So that's the
Right, which is all technically part of
the
speech. But
And then the second one, obviously, that one everybody knows.
Correct.
Right to bear arms. Then the third one's protection against housing soldiers in civilian homes.
Oh, right.
So that you don't have to during peace, you don't have to.
You don't, yeah. And what used to happen is the fucking British would show up to your house and be like, feed me and give me a place to sleep. and you would have to do it no matter what.
Oh shit. Then the fourth one is protection against unreasonable search, so privacy. That's the one that's like people are like, my phone is part of my
privacy.
home and
You can't enter
digital.
my home without a warrant. You can't this is the one that people rely on a lot for. Like, why are you detaining me?
Yeah.
Like this is the one that they try to rely on, and it's not really what that's about.
And it's also protection against issuing warrants without probable cause. So they can't just issue a warrant just for
just
no
because
reason.
they think
Yeah.
that you
That's where the lawyer, the
just because some cop has a problem.
that's
with
where
you.
the judge is fucking like they think about it before signing that fucking warrant. So they
Exactly.
can come back and bust
So the
it.
fifth one is another one that most people know, which is the trial. So protection against
Oh,
trial
that's
without
right.
indictment. So
Okay.
like,
So
double
that's,
jeopardy,
That's the one where you don't
self-incrimination.
have to put yourself.
I plead
in,
the fifth. I
Yeah, I
plead
plead the fifth. Yep, that's the one. Property seizures.
Plead the fifth. Yeah.
So the sixth is the right to a speedy trial. So you should have the right to like a quick trial and shouldn't be dragged out. And it's also right to.
Seems like that one doesn't exist anymore.
So you have the right to be informed of charges. So you can,
Okay.
the right to be confronted by witnesses and right to call witnesses and the right to legal counsel. So that's all the sixth.
Oh, so that's the sixth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seventh is the right to a trial by jury. So,
Okay.
Eighth is protection against excessive bail, excessive fines, and cruel and unusual punishment, which doesn't seem to. That one
That one's. That one
doesn't seem to be followed very much because some of those bails are fucking insane.
Yeah,
I
but
think
then
it depends on the crime.
yeah,
Is that why-
it's just supposed to? It's supposed to, like, your bail's supposed to be higher depending on the severity of the crime and shit like that. But I feel like I feel like a lot of it's gotten so convoluted that it's like you couldn't possibly hope to be an expert in all things legal, like even as an attorney. Like, I feel like there's always a way around something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, someone who commits murder, you're not going to give them $1,000 bail.
No, yeah, obviously. I think it should be also because, like, I know there's some parts of the world that the fines are based on your ability to, like, it's based on your income. It's not based on just a general fine.
Just a price.
So, like, a speeding ticket for somebody who's like really wealthy can be really fucking high, like
okay.
stupid high. And but
It's interesting.
It's also kind of, it's one of those things where it's not. What's that one word where it's, you're not supposed to be fair, like, so we all get the same thing, but it's supposed to be equal,
Equitable,
Like,
maybe?
it could be
Comprehensible?
where it's equal when you put into account like the context. So, for example, it's like that one where the people are looking at a baseball field, where if they all get the same box to stand on, like the short person might not be able to see it, so they give you a box depending on your height.
Okay,
Like that kind of
I
thing.
get what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. And then the ninth, so the ninth is rights granted in the Constitution shall not infringe on other rights. So that one's like kind of interesting, that you can't make a right that infringes upon another right. So like it's,
So like something
So
that
his-
cancels something else out?
so you can't make a law that infringes on any of the other rights. Like you, so you
Yep.
can't say, yeah.
It's that one is hard to. I feel like that one's a little bit tricky.
Hard to interpret.
It's hard to interpret, and it's a little bit tricky to understand too, because it's like how. So one of the things, maybe one of the hot topics of these days, right, would be hate speech. So is hate speech illegal? Well, if I call you an asshole, is that against the law?
Yes. No. It's not.
But why?
No,
You know, and that's the thing. So like hate speech is you know, a lot of times it's racial slurs and things like that. So is it against the law to use those?
No.
Not technically, no.
But they do have
does it-
consequences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is probably the one that's the sticking point, is like the difference between calling somebody an asshole and saying I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
One of them is a threat. One of them one of them would be infringing on somebody's rights if I did actually kill you, right? But the other one is me just calling somebody an asshole. And so it's
Yeah.
that one I can see being kind of weird,
Did you say white powder?
difficult to. No, I did not.
Okay. The
That
10th
would be
one-
cocaine.
The 10th.
This was
No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm hungry. I'll
I'm good
fucking
too.
pass
I need
out
to go.
if
I
do
need
that.
to take off pretty soon, actually.
throw that twisted tea at him.
But anyway, so the 10th is powers not granted to the federal government and the Constitution belong to the states.
Oh, so states'
of
rights.
the people. So
Yep,
states'
there
rights.
you go. Okay.
Anyway, it was interesting.
So
that
now that you mention them all, I know of them all, but I couldn't have named them.
Yeah.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I like
Unmute
most.
'em.
I think most people would be able to say, okay, I knew of
God
those.
damn it. Just kidding.
Most people would be able to say, I knew of those, but wouldn't necessarily be able to say that this one is this one is
Oh,
this,
okay.
this one is this.
yeah.
You know, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's just that, like, for your citizenship test, there's a lot of
That's
these
one
that
of
you have
those
to
that
know.
you have to know. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Is
have
it
to
really?
know that. Yeah.
Good.
So I would
Yeah.
I would have failed my citizenship test if I took it today. Basically, is
Same.
what Jesus just said, which is
You guys
true.
want?
Which is true. I probably would. I gotta go.
Gonna go where?
I don't have my clubs.
Oh,
I gotta go.
Oh, shit. Okay, so we were going to talk about, so what time
were
do you have to
we gonna
leave?
talk about right now?
5.
5?
You
So we
said
got,
No,
Is
no,
that
no. Yeah,
5:20?
Yeah, you have to leave right now.
Yeah, I gotta go.
okay. So we'll talk about the earthquake next time then.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm curious about that because that's a pretty big earthquake.
What was interesting about that one is the lights.
Which one? At the one in
earthquake light.
I've
Acapulco?
seen some weird shit like that.
the
I
earthquake
thought
in
that was just
Acapulco?
transformers popping, but I don't know.
Yeah. So apparently, some people don't think that they actually exist. Some scientists, and then some think that it's the rocks that form that ionize the oxygen, and that's what causes that. But it's interesting
So
that
scientists
there's
don't
videos.
think what exists.
Dude, we need to talk about
The
this
lights.
later, but I gotta go.
The earthquake lights. Okay, later.
Bye.
You're on the
Come on,
bench.
come over here.
You're on the bench.
I'm not gonna unmute it though.
Yeah, just set them in there and don't.
Yeah, we'll
unmute
just
it.
hear another 10, 15 minutes and then we'll stop at 2.
See, we didn't know we were gonna need a bench player.
10.
So-
Because I have to leave right now.
Yeah. Okay. We have 8. Yeah. So
See,
okay.
we didn't know we needed a bench
Anyway,
player.
the
We would have had
earthquake
somebody
lights.
else.
What's
So-
up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Just kidding. Good to fucking mute this.
Mute this fucker.
No. Anyway, have you heard about the earthquake lights? So
No, I didn't even.
I didn't know
it
that was a thing.
Earthquake lights.
yeah. So look it up on YouTube, but it's a phenomenon that happens. So sometimes they say that these lights appear like seconds before an earthquake, up to weeks before an earthquake, because the rocks shift and apparently they cause ionization of the oxygen
Like a
in the air.
spark almost.
Almost like lightning. So they look like lightning. And so I was looking at the ones from Acapulco, and they do look like lightning because the ground's all wet, so it looks like it was raining. But people say that it's those earthquake lights, and apparently, from what I've heard, is it only happens in like 0.2% of earthquakes, so it's like super super rare. So they haven't really been studied because they're not seen often. And so it was interesting that there's
Or caught on
videos.
video, yeah.
There's videos of like it looks like almost like plasma balls going off, but
I remember.
it could just be lightning. Like
I didn't.
You'll
really,
have to look it up.
I really didn't
Yeah, I'm
even
gonna
think of
look
that
that up. I've
because I saw
never heard of
I
that.
saw the videos, but I thought it was like what Craig said. I thought it was transformers going off,
Yeah.
like popping because it's
Yeah.
that's what I told because I was like when I was watching it, one of those went off and then it went dark, like the power went out, but then it still kept flashing.
have.
Like it was
Since we're-
interesting.
Yeah, since
Yeah, I'm
we're
gonna
talking
look that
about
up. I didn't
earthquakes,
know that.
Does it go up in the sky though, or is it just like on the
in the
ground?
sky.
In the sky.
Yeah.
have you guys ever been in an earthquake?
When I was little.
Do you remember how it felt?
No, I was too little. I
What
was
about you
probably
guys?
like it was the
No.
I was a few months old. It's the major earthquake in Mexico, the Mexico City one.
You were there.
Oh damn.
Well, I was in Michoacan, which was felt as well. All I remember
Isn't that too far?
No, it actually was felt.
yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like
Yeah.
trying to take credit for like
No,
have like street
so
cred.
my parents told me that when the earthquake happened, they ran out of the house, and like it wasn't as I imagine it wasn't as strong as it was in Mexico City, but they said that a giant rock fell and killed one of the cows.
Oh, shit.
Not theirs, but like one of
Just
the
logo right there.
local cows.
Dang,
Yeah,
imagine.
a giant rock.
Yeah, that's pretty
But-
far.
God
Oh shit.
damn it!
My bad. I just took
$5.
it. How far is it from Mexico City? Where you guys are from?
About 4 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Dang.
You know.
Yeah,
So where I'm from is
No,
2
it could be
hours. So
more.
imagine,
It might be more.
imagine if it just went all over.
Oh, Craig's not here, or he would be looking it up. I'm gonna look it up.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it's quite a bit of ways. But yeah, it was felt all over. Those
Yeah,
areas.
because I'm curious now. Like, have you guys ever been into like maybe a tornado or a flood?
No, I lived in Idaho.
Yeah.
A snowstorm,
Oh, those are
Snowstorms.
yeah,
like
those
a
are
really
normal
bad
here.
one.
But people that are not from here, they wouldn't. They're like, what the fuck is
Oh
that?
yeah, some of those snowstorms that we're used to would kill a lot of people because they're not used to driving in those conditions. Or
Well, look what happened in
some of
Texas.
their houses are in,
Like when
when
it
it froze?
snowed.
yeah, a lot of people died.
And it's funny because I was with my ex at the time from there.
Oh, you're right, Jesus. It's 8 hours.
8 hours. That's a little more.
Oh, 8 hours from Mexico City in that.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was a little bit more.
But I didn't realize that we prepare for our roads for stuff like that. They don't.
yeah,
And so they're sliding all over the place.
and
She
most
showed
of
me
their
a,
trucks are not for
Yeah.
We got there 2 weeks after that happened.
yeah, and it was like fine, but
Remember all those people telling us about it?
yeah.
If I would have had this X, or if I would have had this, and we're like, what?
Oh, that was that
came earlier.
The ICCE
that-
show.
ICCE, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about when it froze. When
Yeah,
Yeah, when everything froze, when they had a big ass snowstorm, pretty much.
And it was funny because I was making fun. I was like, man, of course you guys don't know how to drive. And she showed me a video of people like bad wrecks. And I felt like shit afterwards. I was like, oh shit, are you okay? Like, is everything
You're making fun of them. When
I
I
was
lived in Texas,
drive slow?
even when it rains, since like
Yeah,
you know
the
how
oil.
slow oil, it's the same thing. Like
But
for
that's
snow.
every big city, really.
And
California.
and it must have sucked. Remember
Imagine
when we were
this-
there?
the winter?
Like some of the roads is up a hill.
Yeah, you're
or
driving
down
up
the
a
hill. And you're like, imagine.
And we would always think of that. When every time we're driving down a fucking hill or up a hill, we're like, imagine fucking ice on this fucking thing.
like San Francisco when the
Yeah, that place I went to, Washington, like it's just
Same
like this.
But I get, I mean, like over
But
there,
they're used to it more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but
There's snow
It
over
still
there.
sucks.
Damn.
It's still all over the place. But you probably got to go now. We'll just
No,
not
we still
yet.
got a couple minutes. No, we're good.
Do you feel like a lot more natural disasters are happening now? Because
Nah,
look
just
what
more
happened in New
coverage.
York
Yeah, I think exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think there's just more people
with phones.
with phones is one because every video that comes up, people caught it on a phone. So that, but usually, but back in the day, you would hear something happen on the other side of fucking the country,
Like a few
and,
weeks
and
later,
you
though.
would just talk about it, but you would never had footage. You never had footage. You never had people showing you. Maybe aftermath, but now it's everybody has a fucking camera.
yeah.
like before
That's
you'd
why.
only hear about the big events.
Yeah, big event. People didn't want to waste the time on something small.
Like it's cool because like my dad sometimes tells me about like a hurricane that he lived through, and I'll look it up. Like he'll tell me the year, and yeah, it was like one of the biggest ones or something.
Imagine
And
before.
so it's interesting to
It's like, oh,
see
did you
that
hear-
his point of view.
It's like an earthquake happened over here. E?
It's like okay,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there was an earthquake in Guanajuato like last week, but it was like a smaller one. But I think there was a rock slide and it fucked up a bunch of cars. I think a few people died.
Back when I
On
was
the East Coast, isn't that really big? The mudslides.
there's flooding. I
I
think.
can't. I don't know. to be honest.
Central America, there's mudslides all the time.
So when I started college, I was taking that. What is it? Geology, the study of rocks,
Yeah,
right? So during that time, I was taking that. A lot of the mountains here were moving, and he brought us a list of how many earthquakes had happened.
Oh,
It
there's
was-
thousands here now.
Yeah, it was like 230 something like within that month, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, there's
but
thousands
they're
where you
like so
feel them.
little, you don't feel them. But it's because the plates are shifting, the mountains are getting bigger, and
So two weekends ago, probably went up to Yellowstone. I never look up the fucking volcano yellow. I never look that up. Well, I'm driving up there and I get curious.
shit.
The best place to look it up is when you're fucking
When you're going
standing
there,
Like that movie.
My kids wanted to fucking come home. They were done. Let's
That's
go to
just-
the fucking, the wolf and bear fucking habitat. Fuck that. Let's go.
yeah, that shit's scary when you read about Yellowstone.
Yeah, it's scary
But-
as shit.
It's
We'd be fucked.
We'd be fucked
instantly.
instantly.
Then.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
we're
we're in that red zone.
At least
Yeah,
we'll be there
absolutely.
first.
yeah, we're in the good zone because people that will survive, they're gonna be fucked for years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I remember seeing that map, like the ash coverage is
So in Tokyo, you can see some still.
yeah. All the West Coast is covered. Like there's
you
nowhere
hear-
you can run to.
I used to hear about when Mount St. Helens erupted. Like, have you heard people that lived here during when that happened?
No.
Like, it covered, like, obviously Yakima and all that area. It like
Well, look-
feet of ash, but here it also reached, and they said that it was fucked up because you know how when you have snow on the roof, it melts and then you're fine. Well, that one, like, ash doesn't melt. So you'd have, like, a bunch of weight on your roof, and it was a mess.
Well, look at the fires out of California. Like, we get the smoke here. So imagine, and that's just something light. It's not something heavy. Imagine a volcano exploding.
Damn.
That's
Yeah, the whole time I was up there, I was thinking, that's all I was thinking about.
At least we'll be
volcanoes that are close.
At least we'll be quick.
Yeah, it's fast.
It would just, yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, whatever. Like that guy that when what's that place in? Is it in across the world where like the volcano erupted?
Oh, no, pues sí, ahí en
Y el güey-
Krakatoa.
And the guy
Allá
was
bajito,
burnt,
ladito, el pueblito.
jerking off,
Oh,
and he's just like
Pompeii.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Guy got.
Did
Jerked.
you
I
ever
don't want to
see-
be that guy, you know.
Did you see the other guy that they found? I don't know if it was during a volcano, but they found a Roman road, and they found a body next to the road, and they could remove it. They were excavating to build a McDonald's there, so they built a McDonald's, and they built there's a glass on the floor so that you can see the road, and you see the guy that's like there's a body there.
Dead.
And so imagine being that guy that you get a McDonald's built on top of you. There's some dude eating
That'd be
fucking
sick
chicken
as fuck.
nuggets. There's a dude eating chicken nuggets looking at you.
There was this video I saw on
Pitudo,
on YouTube of a volcano erupting in Hawaii, I think, and those things are powerful. You see the smoke go up, and then you see,
You're done.
and then everyone's just like watching it, and all of a sudden you get the, like everything gets knocked out, but because there's that delay, you know what I mean, and I mean because it has to reach you, but that was just a little one. I might be able to see the.
Pinche McDonald's, they have better roads than they do here in 17th
Those are the
Street.
Roman roads, yeah. It's fucking insane.
So if you're from California and you live in Idaho Falls and you don't know how to drive in the winter, just don't drive. Please.
Damn, that dude
Yeah,
on the
get an
side.
Uber.
Get an Uber.
Call John.
I'll
So
drive
it's
you
like a
guys.
little museum underneath this McDonald's.
Basically, that's what they have
That's
to
sick
make.
as
under.
fuck.
Yeah, because you can't. So
Van a decir, ese güey estaba gordito.
Yeah, dense bones, man.
apparently in Rome, whenever you find anything that's of value like that, you can't hide it. Like you have to be able to show it so that people can see it because it's part of their heritage or whatever.
Damn.
But
Build a strip club. And
Well, hopefully there's people out in outer space by when this shit blows. That way they can come back and sort of do this shit.
So there's like that show on
That'd be
Hulu
badass.
or Netflix called 100 that the world went to shit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
nuclear.
that's a stupid ass show.
That's a good show. Have you seen it?
No,
Shit. They're stuck up in the
it's fucking
sky.
stupid. The 100.
Yeah,
they
they're
send
stuck in
100 kids down.
Yeah.
I watched
The
the
world's
first
done,
season. now.
supposedly. And then they have like a whole civilization up in the ground. I mean, in the air, in the space. And one day they send them down. You should watch it, though.
Fucking dumb.
All right, guys, I got to bounce.
Okay, later.
We're gonna talk about this later on.
Okay, we're just
on,
gonna close
Craig.
out the show here real quick. And
Don't
then
forget to check out our horse racing.
Hold on, I think.
Oh yeah, don't forget to buy a horse.
Yeah, actually, here
We got
next week we got Matt coming in.
Oh, that's right.
Tuesday.
That's right.
On Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Talk about horses.
Horses.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Get all your horse horses. Hey, we still haven't gotten to the Bitcoin thing.
Yep.
We're going to go to the Bitcoin thing, too. Next week.
All right.
Later.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Okay. Anyway, so to wrap it up, make sure to go check out our websites. We're gonna have. What are you doing?
This is the video I'm talking about.
Bájale.
That's Krakatoa,
Look.
isn't it?
Look, you see that? You see that?
So he's gonna put it right here. Later.
What about right here?
Yeah, right
Or right here?
And then it hits him out of
there.
nowhere.
Yeah, the shockwave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh,
Imagine-
you can actually post it and we can react to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Play it again.
Dude, imagine that's in Hawaii. Imagine the Yellowstone one that
That's
has
not
him.
Hawaii. That's Papua New Guinea.
Yeah,
Where's
Papua
that at?
New Guinea.
Where's
Papua
that
New
at?
Guinea. In Papua New Guinea. Look it up. Hey,
See-
Skark's gonna put a map right here.
Hey,
All right, hold on.
Skarks,
It's
edit it right here
hold
since
on.
Leo
Hold
left.
on.
You can pull right here.
Hold on. We're at 3 seconds, 4 seconds,
Okay, go.
5 seconds.
Oh dang.
For those that can't see, he's going to put it right here next to me.
But watch the delay.
Holy shit.
Yes. So,
You can even see the
yeah,
sonic,
you
see
see
the wave.
Oh,
Sounds just like a gunshot.
Imagine he blows out your fucking eardrums. You're next to it.
Oh, that's why the guy
Oh,
said,
shit.
"Hey, watch out for this." He says that, right?
I think so.
I think he says, "Hey, like, be careful for the sound wave."
They speak Spanish. I mean English. Over there?
I don't know what they speak,
They were
but
probably on vacation or something.
But honestly, if the Yellowstone one blows, I think most people are fucked.
Oh, everyone's fucked. What do you mean most?
Well, most of the world is fucked.
The entire West Coast is fucked.
So that's like a good third of the United States.
And it won't
Canada?
And it won't be the same.
Tijuana.
Because the ash cloud's got to go that way, and it's got to just cover the whole world for a few years.
Yeah, that's
why
I said it. The world wouldn't be the same.
Is Yellowstone the only big one,
No.
or is there? Because when Mount Helen burst, what year was that?
Mount St. Helens.
Mount St. Helen.
1981.
It didn't fully erupt?
Yeah, it fully
You go
erupted.
to you go to like Yakima where he says, and the big it's
Dude,
a valley. It's dead. Like there's nothing there.
I couldn't fucking see any of the volcanoes. There was so much smoke.
No, there's always smoke. Like it's always burning.
You know
Did
what
you know
movie?
when you drive into Yakima, you can see
You can literally see the smoke. Just
what is it, like Mount Baker or something that you can see?
can't remember what the
you know
first
what
one.
movie scared me? Like of volcanoes was that
Dante's Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
When I saw that one,
Dante's Peak.
it came out a little while back ago. A long while back ago.
Do you like Volcano?
I don't think I've seen that
What's
one.
the is that
Those
the
are two
one the
that came
Yellowstone?
together.
Which one's the one that they did for Yellowstone? Is it just called Yellowstone?
No, 212.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you
That one was
watch
stupid.
if you watch Dante's Peak, that movie scared the shit out of me. So like when anyone would say volcano,
You fucking piss your pants.
oh yeah, well you think what's gonna happen
Yeah.
on the movie? That's why like I was traumatized with volcanoes.
I don't think we'd have even like time to react.
Oh no,
We would like
no, we'd be done.
fucking
Be fast.
It'd be seconds. As soon as it blows, you saw how fast that thing moved.
Yeah.
That's how fast it's gonna move. Like
fucking cross everybody.
yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be scary when it happens. Sorry to the kids of my kids. Of the kids, maybe. Because it's gonna blow eventually. It has to.
Oh,
blow.
it's gonna blow eventually.
Maybe. Unless scientists can find a way to not to
release pressure off of
But
it.
anyway, we probably should wrap this up.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks.
before we wrap it up, an article I just saw. We can touch on it maybe later. That Jeff Bezos is investing into that anti-aging.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I had it written on my notes. Is that why you saw it?
Imagine
No.
you can look
I
like
saw an
this
article.
forever.
They posted it on Facebook or something like that, or Instagram.
Are you sure you didn't see it on my thing?
Imagine a
I
Scar
haven't even
X or
looked at your-
a shark face never aging. The same Scar X forever.
Look, watch.
Fuck me.
So, like-
I want to see it too.
See, look. Alto Labs.
So what do you think?
That shit was badass.
Oh,
By anti-aging,
I just wrote it down.
do you think they mean that you
So-
don't age as quick?
No, so that Alto's lab thing that they're trying to work on is, I guess they inject. I think there's like 4 proteins that they inject into cells to revert them back into new stem cells.
But does
something
that
like that.
prolong your life or just your look?
Probably your life, if they can create. So if they can make cells that regenerate, they can regenerate your organs and stuff.
Yeah, because that's what
to
happens.
renew them and stuff. Then
At what point do you like, I want to live another extra 50 years or 100 years?
when I'm 90,
you would though.
I would.
I feel that.
But what if your
I-
quality of life sucked?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If
it all depends.
if I was rich and I was like, shit, I wish I had more time, I would do it. But if I was like old and I was like already like
He's gonna
Fuck.
make a weird face.
me
Yeah, you were. You're like,
old, I would fucking just call it.
Call it good. Yeah, it all depends. Like you said, if you're in a wheelchair and you shit your pants every time you cough. then
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
probably
actually
not.
having this conversation the other day, kind of regardless with my fiance. Do you see life as like we're born to die, or we're born to gain experiences or have good, and then?
Well, on that you just get into the religious side of it, and then it's
No, because like
it's all
I was
different.
telling her, I'm like, I wouldn't want to live longer than the next person because then I would see everybody die, and then I wouldn't want to get attached to anybody because I'll see everybody die. But if you see it the opposite, you're like, oh, I want to live longer to help more people. You know,
I
like,
think he's quoting Twilight.
am
I
I?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of
That's why
goes
Edward
into that.
wanted to become.
Fuck Edward. Nobody wants
Yeah.
like.
I wanted her to become a vampire with him.
Yeah, that
So
way
that
he
he
wouldn't
can-
lose
he
her.
don't- yeah,
He
that's
got
true.
tired of seeing people.
Anyways,
He watched Twilight over the weekend.
shit.
Did you?
No.
I bet you did.
Well, he just said him and his fiance.
Yeah.
Jerry made you watch Twilight.
She made you watch
You
Twilight.
can buy these shot glasses at
You watched
topsnives.com.
Twilight.
And if you,
Let him plug it. Go.
All right,
You're
go
doing
ahead.
a good job.
Go ahead.
all right, thanks guys for listening.
No, plug the
Plug.
stuff.
There's your shots,
Oh,
guys. If you're still here, you probably should have left with Leo and Craig.
these are like a shot and a half though.
This is
They're
not gonna get
actual
better.
shot glasses.
That is true. This is
these
like
are
a shot and a
these
half.
are heavy shots because sometimes we
They're
fill them up
they're
to the top.
about shot and a half.
Shot and a half. So if you would like a nice Tops knife or Tops Daily Grind, do we have one over here? Oh, we got over here.
Tops Knife.
Tops Knife or Tops Daily Grind?
Tops Knives, dude.
Tops
it's a Tops
Knives.
Knives shot glass.
Tops Knife shot glass.
I'm sorry,
or
Craig.
Tops Daily
If
Grind.
you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
He won't. He doesn't listen to the podcast. Go ahead and check him out. TopsDailyGrind.com. Also sign up for the 5K, or enter for raffle tickets to get one of the 3 knives we're raffling.
4.
4 knives we're raffling.
5 actually with the Prather War Boy.
And that one also, we're raffling a Prather War Boy Bowie for a good cause. So if you'd like to check that out,
Excellent
at
closeout.
TopsCustomShop.com. Tickets are there, $20 a piece.
And go watch Twilight.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Hit the button.
Hit the button, please.
Just want to make it awkward because it's already awkward.
I gotta pee.
Do you?
I gotta pee pretty bad.
I gotta go. Am I head afraid? Just kidding. I'm so afraid. Shit.